Just 20 minutes ago, one name exploded across Chinese social media. Zhao Lusi. A sudden return to Shanghai. Tight security. And one question fans can't stop whispering. Was Liu Yuning involved, or is this another illusion created by fame itself? It happened without warning. A few short clips, a crowded airport, and suddenly, the internet froze. On January 29, 2026, Zhao Lusi was spotted traveling from Sanya Airport to Shanghai, a movement that, on the surface, should have been completely routine. But nothing about this moment felt ordinary. Fans noticed the difference immediately. The crowd was larger. The security line was tighter. The atmosphere, heavier. Zhao Lusi walked calmly, dressed in clean, casual attire, her expression composed yet distant. Around her, security personnel formed a human barrier, carefully clearing a path, firmly preventing fans from getting too close. Within minutes, the footage spread like wildfire. Weibo, Douyin, fan forums, global fandom accounts. And then came the speculation. Why now? Why Shanghai? Why such intense protection? As fans replayed the clips again and again, one detail stood out. Not what was seen, but what wasn't. No casual smiles. No relaxed interaction. Just precision. Control. Urgency. This wasn't just an airport appearance. It felt like a signal. And before anyone could slow the narrative down, a familiar name entered the conversation. Liu Yuning. To understand why this moment mattered so much, we need to look at Shanghai. This trip was directly connected to Zhao Lusi's attendance at a BVLGARI luxury jewelry event, a high-profile agenda that carries both prestige and pressure. Since becoming an official BVLGARI brand ambassador in 2023, Zhao Lusi has steadily transitioned into a global-facing public figure. Every appearance now carries symbolism. Every outfit is analyzed. Every movement documented. Shanghai is not just a city. It is a media battlefield. Luxury brands don't just invite popularity, they amplify it. And Zhao Lusi, now firmly positioned among China's top actresses, stands at the center of that spotlight. Her rise has been unstoppable. Commercially successful dramas. Massive international fandoms. A carefully cultivated image that blends warmth, elegance, and modern femininity. But with that rise comes something darker. Intensity. Crowds that no longer feel celebratory, but overwhelming. Airports, once transitional spaces, have become emotional pressure cookers. Places where admiration and intrusion dangerously overlap. This time, Zhao Lusi's team made a clear choice. Safety first. And fans noticed. Some praised the decision. Others felt a quiet ache, watching distance replace closeness. Because when idols grow bigger, access becomes smaller. And that realization hits harder than any rumor. Here's where the story took a sharp emotional turn. In every clip circulating online, Liu Yuning was nowhere to be seen. No confirmed appearance. No shared frame. No visual proof. And yet, his name exploded across comment sections like wildfire. Why does this keep happening? Because in fandom culture, silence is never empty. It becomes a canvas. The timing felt too precise. The city too familiar. The history between names too well remembered. Fans didn't accuse. They wondered. They connected dots. They revisited old discussions that never truly faded. And suddenly, what should have been a straightforward business trip turned into an emotional guessing game. Was it coincidence? Or was it simply the internet doing what it does best, filling uncertainty with imagination? But this is where responsibility matters. No official source has confirmed Liu Yuning's presence. No statement has linked him to this journey. And treating possibility as truth risks distorting reality. Yet we can't ignore why fans feel this way. Because when public figures remain composed and silent, fans project meaning onto stillness. Every neutral expression becomes symbolic. Every lack of explanation feels intentional. This isn't about gossip. It's about emotional investment colliding with unanswered questions. And Zhao Lusi, standing quietly amid the chaos, became the center of a narrative she never spoke into existence. Something unexpected happened next. Among the thousands of comments, one message stood out. Not speculative, not dramatic, but thoughtful. It praised Zhao Lusi's team for prioritizing security, for choosing distance over spectacle, for protecting her space. That comment didn't just gain likes. It gained agreement. And that says everything about how fandom culture is changing. For years, closeness was celebrated. Physical proximity was seen as devotion. Crowds meant love. But now, more fans asking a different question. At what cost? The entertainment industry has entered an era where popularity moves faster than safety protocols, where a single viral clip can summon thousands of people to one location within minutes. Top-tier celebrities don't just travel anymore. They strategize. Routes are planned. Schedules are masked. Security teams are briefed for worst-case scenarios. Zhao Lusi's tightly guarded airport appearance wasn't cold. It was careful. It wasn't arrogance. It was awareness. And fans, especially international fans, are beginning to understand that protecting an artist's physical and emotional well-being is not rejection. It's preservation. This moment wasn't about keeping fans away. It was about ensuring she could continue standing at all. When the noise fades, one truth remains. This story is not about whether Zhao Lusi traveled with someone. It's about what modern fame demands from those who carry it. Her journey from Sanya to Shanghai was brief, but symbolically heavy. A reminder that success brings not only opportunity, but constant exposure. Luxury events, international brands, global recognition. They come with expectations that never sleep. Zhao Lusi didn't speak at the airport. She didn't clarify rumors. She simply moved forward. And sometimes, that silence is the loudest declaration of all. As for Liu Yuning, his name exists in conversation, not confirmation. And until facts emerge, speculation should remain where it belongs, outside the truth. What deserves reflection is something deeper. Are fans learning to love with restraint? Is distance becoming a new form of respect? Can admiration exist without intrusion? In an industry where visibility is currency, Zhao Lusi's experience reminds us that privacy is power, and safety is non-negotiable. So instead of asking who she traveled with, perhaps the more important question is this: how do we support the people we admire, without consuming them? If this moment stirred something in you, curiosity, concern, or understanding, hold on to that feeling. Because stories like this aren't just about celebrities. They're about how we choose to engage with the humans behind the spotlight.